I just want to say a lot of you might have read about 1 billion rising, and I just want to take an example of how large can a campaign be. And we're just going to talk about, so Bell Bajao has been already now global. It's already been launched in many countries, and they're doing a big thing on 8th March. But just the scale of what 1 billion was able to do, and how can we take certain things that we do at that kind of scale is what I'm just going to talk about. Yeah. This campaign was something that Eve Ensler, who wrote Vagina Monologue, which Dolly Thakur has been doing for many years now, initiated. And what I feel has been a success is that it's now gone to 203 countries celebrated this on 14th of Feb. 13,000 events were held all over the world. Not a single event was supported by 1 Billion Rising head office. So each and every person raised their own funds, did their own planning, found their own things to do, and there are thousands and thousands of individuals who have done things on their own outside of organization. And what we find interesting is that the branding, the ownership is for 1 Billion Rising, and the fact that 1 out of 3 women that UN statistics has said is going to face violence in her lifetime, and that one woman and her family is going to rise up. And that call just took it away from that one particular individual organization, and the call to action was do everything to stop. So I could do something at my individual level, a call to action. I could do it as a group. I could do it as a women's movement organization. And it gave a platform to multiple type of things. So you had Sophia College students saying, we want to do a flash mob. You had the Carter Road people saying, we want to do a flash mob. I mean, it was just a cross section of people who owned it up and said, we want to do it. You had like, you know, the entire film fraternity saying they want to stand up. So how can we create a campaign which has such a large level of multiple ownership? And that is, I think, has been really a challenging part. And what we found as organizations who have been using the website, the complete package that was given was what are the things that you can do at every level. So there was a constant support. So like a film like that, there were a couple of other films done, which you could then translate in your language. There were rights for everything that was given to you. So we actually made a film in Hindi, the song in Hindi. Break the Chain is the next song that they created, and we made it in Hindi. We danced on it, and we made a video out of it. Like that, almost every language songs have been translated. So what our concern is that when we get into, like, say, for example, one breakthrough or one Akshara is not able to do that, because then we get branded as it's an individual organizational effort. But when you give a call which is much larger, it allows for everybody to own. I owned it as my organization. I didn't own it as V-Day that started it. And it allowed me to own it and do my thing and get acknowledged for that also. So that is somehow what we are still missing in whatever we have done, because Breakthrough is a very good friend. I mean, Malika is a very good friend, and we all are doing similar thing like what we are doing with, but what is the larger goal? What is a larger cause? And can we think of campaign that can go then that big? And that's the challenge, and the reason why we thought it was interesting to raise it today, just to bring the scale and the possibility of the scale, because this is almost the first time a campaign of this kind has happened on the women's issue. Thank you very much.